Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Walnut Creek. It's great to have you with us. Today we are going to explore some of the great principles of abundance. I hope it touches your life and opens that flow of abundance for you. And we have Heart Dream bringing us their beautiful music. Please take this time to touch that amazing presence of the spiritual being, the magnificent divine light and love that you are. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning, everybody. Please stand and join us in singing, Give Me Love.
Give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth. Give me light, give me life, keep me free from birth. Give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load. Trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. Take hold of my hand, that I might understand. Won't you please, oh won't you, give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth. Give me light, give me life, keep me free from birth. Give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load. Trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. Oh, take hold of my hand, that I might understand. Won't you please, oh won't you, give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth. Give me light, give me life, keep me free from birth. Give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load. Trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. Thank you. Please remain standing and join us in singing Shine a Light on Me, Spirit. Shine a light on me, Spirit. Shine a light on me. Shine a light on me, Spirit. I need your light to help me see. Take this burden from me, Spirit. Take this burden from me. Take this burden from me, Spirit. I need your love to carry me. Clear the way for me, Spirit. I'm coming home to unity. I'm coming home to unity. I'm coming home to unity.
Well, good morning, Unity. My name is Veronica Wolf, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to Unity of Walnut Creek this morning. Let's take a moment, please, and check your cell phones. Make sure that they are completely off. Thank you. I'd like you to join me in waving hello to our friends online. Your presence adds to our spiritual community, and we appreciate you. And also, please join me in welcoming Heart Dream. They will have CDs available on the patio after service. So let's open our service by focusing our intention through our opening affirmation. Please join me in prayerfully and powerfully speaking it together 3 times. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Again, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. And once again, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. And now let's continue by reading aloud the statement of our unity. God's love is within each of us, guiding us to dynamically express our wholeness, wisdom, and abundance. We acknowledge the universal wisdom in the Christ teachings and in all spiritual paths. I now choose to open to the presence of divine love and to be changed at death. Throughout this sacred time, God is uplifting me and through my heart, the world. Now I'd like to introduce our heart minister, David McKibben, who will read from the Daily Word.
Today's daily word is simple words. My senses of sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch emanate from my spiritual body, my physical body. My capacity to think independently reflects my mental ability. I understand, however, that I am more than my physical and mental self. I am a spiritual creation. Although I may sometimes act or speak in error, the perfection of spirit is within me. As I connect simple but powerful words such as faith, love, and peace with the affirmation, I am, I affirm my true nature and expand my consciousness. I am, an expression of God's love and peace right here and now. I am, faith in action. I embrace the truth of who I am and live this truth every day. I am an expression of spirit contributing to a world of divine creation. From Job 32:8. Truly it is the spirit in a mortal, the breath of the Almighty that makes for understanding. Today's affirmation. I am a divine expression of spirit. Would you join me? I am a divine expression of spirit. Now from way down deep. I am a divine expression of spirit.
into your heart. Let love be your goal. Find the peace within. Melt into your soul. Feel the peace of love. Feel the joy of grace. Feel God's tender care upon your face. Let the light flow in. Can you feel the glow? From the warmth comes truth. Deep inside you'll know. Feel the peace of love. Feel the joy of grace. Feel God's tender care upon your face. Float into your heart. Let love be your goal. Find a peace within. Melt into your soul. Feel the peace of love. Feel the joy of grace. Feel God's tender care upon your face. Feel God's tender care upon your face.
I'm now going to highlight a few of our upcoming events. At the end of the service today, we will invite you to stay for our town hall meeting. Live streaming will be available for those online. The second annual Jazz on the Lawn fundraiser for the Joyful Noise Choir is the fourth Saturday in August. You will not want to miss this exciting and popular event. Tickets are on sale on the patio and Sundays in the book center during the week, and it will sell out. And now I'd like to invite Jeremy to the platform.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Hi. Oh, yeah, thanks, Tyler. Hello. Guys, it's that time of year. It's Circulation Day this Saturday. Yay. So we're asking you to go find that one item, you know which one it is, or a couple of them, that you love and adore, but you probably only see it maybe every decade or so. That's what you want to send. That valued item, that's what you'd like, we'd love to see and accept from you as a donation for this event. We'll be accepting those items Friday from 10 to 7. And if you feel so inclined, you'd like to actually see the law of circulation in effect, please come and volunteer with us. We'll be signing people up on the patio. It's a lot of fun. The kids get into it. And also, I wanted to also let you guys know that all the funds that we raise from the love offerings that we receive from the community go back to the youth and fund their activities for the year. So on behalf of them and myself, I want to thank you all for not only your past contributions, but this year's contributions. So thanks again.
So you'll find the details of these events and other events in your bulletin and also online. And now we'd like to welcome our guests. If you are here with us for the first time, we welcome you to our spiritual community. We would love to meet you, and we invite you to experience our community as a guest at a Unity event of your choosing. So please take the very important presence card from the seat pocket in front of you. Take it over to the welcome table on the patio and learn more about us and receive a gift certificate. If you are new and here for the first time and willing to raise your hand so we can acknowledge you, we'd appreciate that. Is there anyone new? Hey, welcome. Welcome. Happy to have you. Yeah. So now we would like to extend a special blessing to you, and we do this by raising our hands for the folks here in the sanctuary and the new folks online Together we say, we love you, we bless you, and we behold the light of God shining through you. Welcome. Yeah. So now take a moment and let's go ahead and greet each other until the music starts.
Never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd have a never-ending love for you.
Please join us.
I've got a never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd have a never-ending love for you. After all this time of feeling alone, we can love one another, live for each other from now on. It's so good I can hardly stand it. Never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd sing my never-ending song of love for you. After all this time of feeling alone, we can love one another, live for each other from now on. It's so good I can hardly stand it. Never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd sing my never-ending song of love for you. I'd sing my never-ending song of love for you. I'd sing my never-ending song of love for you.
Okay, good morning. Take that deep breath through your heart and just breathe in the awareness of this amazing love that surrounds you. Breathe out and just gently let go and wiggle back in your seat, get comfortable as we enter our time of prayer and meditation together. Again, breathe in gently. Breathe out open and receptive, and the music that guides us into our meditation time is from Yogananda, one of those beautiful beings who brought so much of the Hindu wisdom into our world. So as you join in, let that be part of that journey to the very center of your heart.
Oh, sing, my heart, sing. Let my eyes gaze upon thee, upon my Lord, upon my Lord.
Mother, Father, God, infinite love, beloved presence. As we journey within and seek to awaken to know you more deeply, to discover at depth your presence in and through us and our lives. Gratefully, we call forth this awareness, this awakening that you are the very strength within our beings as we meet the challenges that are brought through life. You are the strength within our beings. You are the wisdom. You are the wisdom within each of us. You are the wisdom that guides our lives, the wisdom that brings clarity and understanding as we take each step guided by your wisdom within us. You are the peace, the deep and beautiful peace, this peace that passes understanding, that exists within our hearts, this peace that draws us from this spinning world and invites us into quiet knowing. And you are love. You are the love that heals us at depth. The love that calls us into wholeness. You are the love that flows through us to bring harmony in our relationships, healing within our families. You are the love within our hearts. Beloved presence, we awaken to our oneness with you. We awaken by entering into that sacred place of stillness, into that experience of simply being one with the one. That place of stillness deeper than thought, deeper than feeling. Simply being one with the one, as called forth through the psalmist, be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know. beloved presence. You are the beauty, the power, the light, the life. You are this love within our hearts. And we make the choice to send this power of love to touch and heal and bless. And so we radiate it from our hearts, sending it first to our own bodies for healing, for calling us into wholeness, sending it to mind and heart for wisdom and understanding. We radiate this love, sending it to each one dear to us, touching, blessing, lifting, guiding, prospering, healing. We radiate this love. We send it to every prayer request brought here, knowing with each that this divine love responds, lifting you into that which is the highest. We send this love across our spiritual community, becoming a part of that light and wisdom that flows through each one, blessing everyone in their world. We radiate this love, sending it from our hearts across the communities in which we live, bringing peace and understanding. We send it across our nation, healing its fears and calling forth its great wisdom of its people. And we send this love across the nations of the world, calling forth the peace within all hearts. We radiate this love. We send it to all who join us in prayer, whether in mosque or synagogue, temple or church, whether gathered at home or on the hillsides. For in seeking to know you, we are all one. And we radiate this love from our hearts. We send it to Mother Earth and all her creatures. And we send it about the earth to touch the heart of every single person. For you are that love in every heart. And in that love, we are one. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Please join me. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Again, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And once again, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world.
Oh, sing, my heart, sing. Let my eyes gaze upon thee, upon my Lord, upon my Lord.
It is so. Amen.
and forever, and lies to come. Seek only the beauty of love. That surrounds your soul, then love grows higher, higher than your mind. Then love grows higher, higher than your mind.
Now, I'm always a little cautious, because did you notice our greeting time? The hardest thing we do is stop. And that's a fabulous thing. That means there's just lots of flow of beautiful energy, but just one of those short acknowledgments to that person beside you. Good morning, you beautiful child of God. Good morning, you beautiful child of God. Okay, you are beautiful, beautiful children of God. Now, with that role, child of God, with the awareness that you are a spiritual being, there's some assignments that come along. Now, I know we agree to the assignments. It doesn't mean we need to like them. Okay, but every now and then you get in that point where you recognize, okay, I've got a spiritual assignment. And the one that we've been working with has been a state of consciousness that we began to recognize within our community in both terms. We began to recognize that there were a lot of people within our community who were sharing this kind of challenge, and the result was we saw collectively within ourselves that the challenge was appearing. And the challenge was the consciousness of not enough. Now, the way that we experienced it collectively was not enough in terms of financial flow. But the truth is that it is the same challenge no matter what form that we experience it. It's not a deep enough and powerful enough connection to this beautiful divine love and presence we're letting it take abundant care of our lives. And so some of the ways that we experience it is not enough support when we're going through a challenge, or not enough of that harmonizing power that heals us as we're struggling emotionally, or not enough of that which draws the friendship and the harmony within family, or not enough, again, in the material realm to take care of those needs that we have so that we can be about what we're here to do, or not enough wisdom to see clearly. We get caught in that, what do I do now? The experience of confusion, where we can open to that presence and that power, which provides for each of us more than enough. So when that's there, then there's a challenge. So as a community together, we began to look at how to deal with that. And the people that since it was a financial challenge, people came to as our board of trustees, and they took a look at what do we do about this? And now there are a couple things I shared with you last Sunday, and I just want to acknowledge them because the practice of these spiritual principles is tremendously powerful. And they go together. And the first was that putting God first. Jesus teaching, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So how do we do that? Well, we began with the experience of prayer. Now, there have been times in my life when I did not enough, and my prayer process was, you out there, you forgot me. Get over here and fix it. To tell you the truth, it wasn't very effective. What happens is, in the experience of prayer, that love and abundance is already provided. Whatever it is you need, it's already there at that spiritual level of being. What we're using prayer for is to use this divine power that's in and moves through to transform and open our consciousness so we accept it. So we let it move in and through our lives. God is my instant, constant, abundant supply. I am grateful for more than enough. Join me. God is my instant, constant, abundant supply. I am grateful for more than enough. Opening heart and mind and letting this presence move in. Again, God is my instant, constant, abundant supply. I am grateful for more than enough. Not just getting by. We've done that one. Once again, God is my instant, constant, abundant supply. I am grateful for more than enough. As we open, using the connection of prayer, that focus on the divine presence, to let it move in and through our lives. And then the second principle, which we shared yesterday, was that of love, because love is the transforming power. So it transforms that within us, which is yet to awaken. Now, the way that we did that in our meetings was to take and focus on all the members of our community, appreciate the tremendous generosity, the wisdom, the love, the care that flows through in so many ways, and to really be in appreciation of each person and the marvelous, marvelous giving and generosity that they express. It's a beautiful, beautiful experience to sit in love and appreciation of this group of people. Wow. Now, when we looked at putting God first, okay, we realized there's a way that we do that, to put God first into the material realm. And the way that we do that we practice as a modeling for our community, is through the practice of tithing from that which we receive as Unity of Walnut Creek. So 10% of what we receive goes out, and we looked and we weren't doing it like we taught it. what we realized was the teaching is it's the first tenth, because everything that comes in, what we're doing is we're responding by saying thank you that all this is here. Thank you for the abundance, and sending it on for that expansion of the awareness of this divine presence. But we were actually doing it a month after the money had come in. It's kind of about the last tenth. So we had to look and change and make our decisions. How are we going to express it before it comes in? So as soon as it did, as a community, we were sending that tithe out with the power of blessing and that experience. So we got to look and clarify how we practice that beautiful spiritual principle. Now those are the principles we were looking at last week. Putting God first, the experience of love. There's another principle, and I want to talk about it because I certainly find it a challenge as I seek to work with it. And it's the principle of balance. Okay, the universal laws, all interchange is balance. So every time, and you've done this one, you put all your attention over here and you're working on this, and suddenly you realize you've completely drawn your attention away from this part of your life, and suddenly it's in crisis and you're over there and trying to fix it all up, because we are most effective as a flow of spiritual energy and wisdom when we are in balance. Now, in the financial thing, that's pretty easy, okay? If you're spending more than you're bringing in, you're out of balance. And so it wasn't a hard one to identify, but it gave us a little challenge in terms of how do you work with that. So, fortunately, we have a wonderful financial team, and they got together and figured things that we could do. And we got with our staff, and the staff looked at different things, and they were able to identify places. So we did some things different. We put some things off, and we sought to reduce the level at which we were spending. And we did that pretty effectively to a point. But then we entered a board meeting and we shared it, and it was wonderful what we'd accomplished, but there was still a gap. Okay, that gap shows up. Unless your finances are a whole lot different than mine, we've all had a little experience with gap, okay? Well, the challenge that we had in particular is in a church community, there's really two places where the major spending goes. Now, one is to the building and facilities, and we guessed that the bank wouldn't like us sending less. They're funny that way. So that just left the salaries of the staff we have that helps everything here to run. Our board's sitting there, and they know that if we're going to reduce those expenditures, that's the only place we're going to get it. Now, we are also aware that there is this experience called law of mind action. Thoughts and feelings held in mind produce after their kind. You ever gone through the experience of being told you're going to be paid less? What kind of thoughts and feelings? Are they prosperous ones? Does that make you feel, oh, God is so good to me? No. And you may have been in that other part in your life too, where you're the one that suddenly has to say to somebody, whoops, no, we can't give you what we wanted to give you. Here's less. We're going to take some away. When you did that, did you feel prosperous? Thoughts and feelings held in mind produce after their kind. So a hard place to be in, out of balance. And so our board chose to respond from a different spiritual principle. They're one of the great spiritual teachers, and he's also a great prosperity teacher, is Eric Butterworth. Wrote the book Spiritual Economics, a wonderful understanding of this flow of the divine presence and its power in and through this which we create as our lives. And he says, If ever there is a lack of any kind, whether it is a need for employment, or for money, or for guidance, or even for healing, something is blocking the flow. And the most effective remedy, and this is what our board chose, the most effective remedy, give. Give. So faced with this choice, what the members of the board and the advisory team, about 13 people sitting around a table, chose to do was each one to step forward and give significantly beyond what they were giving, instead of taking away from someone they had power over. Within a few moments, the feeling in that room went from lack to rich abundance. It was beautiful. It was palpable. We were in a different state of consciousness. There's an understanding that Butterworth shares about why we would have that experience. He says, God is the divine givingness of the universe. The divine givingness of the universe. And think about it. This pure life that flows through your body, constantly giving renewal, constantly giving healing, the force in nature always coming forth with new life and greater potential. This force of givingness in the universe, the very life that is the divine flow of presence and energy itself. God is the divine givingness of the universe. And you are created in the image likeness of this divine givingness. So what happened when we chose to give? We stepped into that consciousness of alignedness with that beautiful presence, that divine givingness of the universe. And we were changed. Right? There's a delightful understanding that Butterworth shares. He says, in your spiritual quest, you are seeking to establish yourself in a unitive relationship with the divine flow. When you discover the wonder of giving, and you become unblushingly an incurable giver, it is one of the most important keys of the prosperity law. What happened was then I got to sit that next week with the board or with the staff as they sit. Now they'd done the numbers. They knew what was coming. And share with them that this group of people had made the choice to not take, but rather to give. And as they felt and understood that consciousness, without any request, every one of them made that commitment to join in that giving and give significantly beyond where they were giving now. What a beautiful experience. Now, I'm one of those folks that has never done the take it on faith thing. Just doesn't work for me. When I get that, what I know is the person does not know the answer, and that's why they're saying it. I want to see the proof. And Spirit understands this need of mine. So what it does is it brings me messages. So what I got to tell you is this last week, so I said, okay, Spirit, let me know. So this last week, I had 3 fascinating experiences come to me. Early in the week, a very wonderful person who had been a part of our Universal Laws of Abundance class and had entered into this state of giving and tithing and really attuning to that flow, said to me, I want to tell you, this class has changed my life. And at the end of the 8 weeks, my income tripled. Now that's pretty good. Okay, I like that. And then Wednesday, when we sat in our staff meeting, and I'm going to tell you it's Sheila, because when you're an assistant minister, you're fair game. Okay, so you name everything. So Sheila was there, and the week before she'd been part of that commitment. Now the other thing is, if you're a minister, you tithe because you know it works. So that was not a question for her. Hers really was, could she step farther than that? Could she step beyond that? And she made a commitment to a significant increase in her giving. So she's sitting there Wednesday, a week later, and she says, well, this week, I got engagements that triple what I agreed to give. I think, well, thank you, universe. I love that feedback. Okay, and then there's kind of a fun one that slipped in when I wasn't looking. Okay, there was, in order to enhance the beauty of this wonderful place, which is something we hadn't been able to put down the bark and so forth because we didn't have the money to go ahead and make that choice. And so somebody came forward and just anonymously said, I'm going to donate this. So they gave that gift, and the trucks came up and the bark was there. And so I thought, just wonderful experience of giving. And then I heard this week, actually yesterday, that that person won a $4,000 jackpot. And I went, good, I like that. Okay, does it work? Of course it works. It's universal law. It has to work. It's not a question of will it work. Now, how it works is very different. Okay, because it works as to who you are and what it is that you're growing in and through. Okay, there were people who were in that class who did not come to that point of full breakthrough. Yes, they learned. Yes, they began to heal and move forward and expand perceptions and ideas. But sometimes when we're stepping into this, there are a number of steps, and there is time involved in healing that block that Butterworth was talking about. So it's important. I love the fun feedback, and I'm also aware we're not talking about a magic bullet here. We're talking about a universal principle of alignment to a love that would pour its goodness in and through your life, meeting every need. That's what giving opens for us. Now, I just am so touched by a set of givers here. I have to acknowledge them. And that's our children. Yesterday, our older children spent their day putting on a little day camp for our little children. Now, I don't know about you, but for older kids, that impresses me. Just out of their love and care and that pure givingness of their beings. And Saturday at the circulation day, it is really put on by our children. Now, of course, anytime children are putting on something, it's because there is a whole team of committed adults helping them do that. But the children are going to be there. They're going to be putting the stuff on the tables. If when someone comes and looks for something, it's going to be one of the children that's going to be helping find it. When they say, how much is it? The child's going to say, it's free. And what the response is, no, how much is it? Say, it's free. May I just take it? Yes. Go ahead and take it. If you want to leave a love offering, you can, but you don't have to. Just take it. It's free. In communities where a lot of people are in a struggle to be touched by a young being that delights in saying it's free, opens consciousness. Beautiful teachers of giving, these little ones, and have been. It's a wonderful experience. Just come and listen to the kids. That's half the fun of what's there. God is my instant, constant, abundant supply. I am grateful for more than enough. Join me. God is my instant, constant, abundant supply. I am grateful for more than enough. Again, God is my instant, constant, abundant supply. I am grateful for more than enough. More than enough health. More than enough support. More than enough wisdom. More than enough creative opportunity. More than enough of that beautiful peace that means so much. And a more than enough love to heal all that stands in the way of that beautiful experience of abundance. I am grateful that we are all open to more than enough. Bless you. Now, usually I sit down and you get up and do this, but today I want to lead us through our experience of giving, because this is our time when we take and bless those gifts, and let me remember, because it's a part of the giving that's here, that in the experience of our growth, it is helpful to have support, and our prayer ministers are here to support you after the service. They have the lavender sashes on. One of the reasons that I want to take a moment in this is I've just been talking about giving. Okay? And I'm aware there are many different ways to experience that. Okay? Now, sometimes one is able to look and realize, wow, this is something that has meaning. It's something that my spirit has been moving towards and I can say yes to. And that's a beautiful thing. It's also possible to hear it as pressure to give. Okay? And if that's what you hear, say no to that. As we give, it's given to us. When we give through pressure, we end up resenting it, and we do not want to receive resentfully. Okay? So it's very important. If you heard any part of this message as pressure to give, say no to that increase and just give that what you committed to, or don't give it all today. That's okay. We aren't selling something here. What's here is freely given. There are also times in your life when you need to be willing to simply receive, to be in a safe place of love where you can receive. And that's important. You do not need to give anything to receive spiritual support. You are loved unconditionally by the divine, and in our small way, we try to express that. Okay? In our experience of giving, we are blessed to have the amazing consciousness of Charles Fillmore at the root of unity. And when he understood and saw how people were being caught in the belief that they were controlled from the outer, he wrote the book Prosperity in the midst of the Great Depression, calling people to awaken to the understanding this is a flow from within out. And so he gives this guidance in giving. Give in a spirit of love, and give when you cannot see any possibility of return. Did you love that one? Can't see any possibility of return. Good, give. Put real substance into your gift by giving the substance of the heart with the token of money. And that's what we seek to do in the affirmation, as we share our affirmation together, to bring that substance of love, to bring the power of love into our giving, because that's what carries with it the transformative power. See yourself as the steward of God, handing out his inexhaustible supplies. Steward of God, handing out his inexhaustible supplies. From that beautiful place, join me now in our blessing of that which we give. Together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful. And it does. It blesses all that you give and all that you receive.
Hallelujah. One heck of a service. Reverend David Dunn did it again. Good to see y'all. Sure was a good service. What you got going for the rest of the weekend? It'd be a shame to let a Sunday go to waste. Come on, y'all, let's recongregate.
Down, down, down by the river.
Come on now, yeah, brothers and sisters. Let's break some bread in the sunshine. Have ourselves a real good time.
Down, down, down by the river.
Oh, when the sun goes down, we'll turn the radio up.
Oh, yeah.
Dance around in the moonlight. Later on, we'll get the guitars out. Pass them round, yeah, we'll testify. Amazing grace, shine a light on the spirit. Maybe throw in a little halfway to heaven.
Yeah.
Down, down, down by the river. Come on now, yeah, brothers and sisters. Let's break the bread in the sunshine. Have ourselves a real good time. Down, down, down by the river. Down, down, down by the river. Down, 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 down by the river. Down, down, down by the river. Down, 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 down by the river. by the river.
We are walking in the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God. We are walking in the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God.
So let's bless our children together. Children, you are loved, special, and important. God loves you, and so do we. All right, so let's take hands and share together our prayer of protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And our peace song. Now, just a moment, I'm going to ask everybody just to sit down for our meeting. But in the meantime, know you are the love and the light and the peace in the earth right now. So let it shine and have fun. All right, sit down. We are ready to begin.